It's real crazy how it's become much easier for folks to get fired. Literally. I've seen stories about folks getting emails, people getting text messages, letters, all sorts of things. There's a whole bunch of different ways of getting fired. But nowadays, it's kind of becoming more callous, more callous. Back in the day, back in my time, early on, when I was working, you oftentimes would get a face to face with someone who was man enough or woman enough to literally look at you and tell you that you were no longer needed again. And they give you a letter and you sign it and you be on your merry way. Oftentimes they may give you a little something on the way out the door. They may give you a 2 weeks notice and say, hey, you'll be terminated at this time. But oftentimes they may just walk you on out the door. But it's become easier and easier to fire people. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable. I remember a couple of years ago, there were some mass firings. I can't remember where it was. It may have been Twitter or X. I don't know, whatever it was. But there were some mass firings, man, and Google or somewhere. And all these people got fired through emails and, all these weird things, chat boxes and things. It's just the craziest things, man. But people are becoming more callous with technology. Technology, it's just, for some, it's just another way to hide, and not be, upfront with the person, let them know that you don't need them anymore or they're no longer needed. But people hide behind technology now to do their firings. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for someone who's worked, 20, 30 years, and the way they are told that they're no longer needed is through an email or a text message. I mean, come on, man. It's very callous. Corporations and companies that's their right. We live in a society where that's allowed. Is it right? Who's to say if it's right or not? It's only in the eyes of the beholder. But I will tell you, there's always a better way of doing things. And I think we've gotten away from that old way of just saying, hey, Bob or Susie, we're downsizing. We no longer need you again. Hey, we're going to give you a little something to help you because we know time may be a little tough till you find another job. And you can always use this as a reference. And oftentimes they give you that, that salute on the way out. Nowadays, man, you don't get nothing. Now you get an email, a text message, a chat message, and they're just like, you're done, just like that. But what at the same time they're doing it, they're disconnecting your computers and your email and your internet and everything. And oftentimes they'll do it like 10 minutes before, 30 minutes before they fire you. It's like, it's all choreographed, man, that they do it. And they do a good job of terminating folks. I've seen it working at the state, how folks got fired. And it's choreographed, man. There's a couple of moving parts. You got HR involved, you got the supervisor involved, yada, 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 the director, whoever. And it's choreographed, and they do it very quickly. And oftentimes they'll do it like on a Friday, if at all possible. They do it on a Friday. Before they do it, they already have a game plan in place. At the time that they actually tell you you're being let go, your computer is being shut down. Everything is being unhooked. You get logged off, everything. And so the state doesn't mess around. The state of Texas here. I'm sure other states do the same thing, or other companies. But man, like I said, back in the day, man, it used to be a face-to-face. Hey, Jim, Bob, Sue, Mary, we no longer need you, and thank you for your service to the company, loyalty to the company. There is no more loyalty to no company anymore, man. So forget about that. They will let you go when they're done with you. So with that, I'm gonna let y'all go, but y'all stay safe out there, okay? Bye-bye.